Okay, Houston has become the rainy mess that we thought it would on this World Series Game 1 Friday afternoon. This is a live picture from our tower camera here at our Westheimer studios. That is Westheimer right down there as it goes off into the distance. And I can tell you, there is a little bit of ponding on Westheimer. There's ponding on roadways across the city right now as the rain has moved through. But the good news is we have avoided any type of severe weather. No tornadoes. Haven't had any reports of any wind damage. This has just been a non-severe line of heavy showers that is impacting traffic and your commute and you getting around getting your errands run and the kids coming home from school more than anything else. It has cooled temperatures down. In the wake of the line, it's down to 66. It's now 10 degrees cooler than yesterday at this time. And we're setting up for a cool Saturday. We'll get to that forecast here in just a minute. Here's where we stand with the satellite and radar, big picture, Texas and the deep south. A couple of things you can see. This is our parent area of low pressure right here. Here's our frontal boundary. But what happened was, and if you watched the weather here yesterday afternoon and evening, what has happened is a blob of thunderstorms developed just near the coastal areas of southeast Texas early this morning and moved out into the Gulf of Mexico. Look at all the lightning with this rain and thunder out over the Gulf. This is a classic situation where we get thunderstorms ahead of a front and they scavenge all the real thick energy in the atmosphere and they take it with them out in the Gulf. And what that does is that starves the actual frontal boundary and the line with it from that energy. And so we end up with a rain line of showers and a couple of flashes of lightning, but we avoid all the severe weather. And we talked about this last night, that this setup was likely, and that's exactly what has happened. All the bad weather has been out over the Gulf, and we're getting what is going to amount to beneficial rain unless you've got to get out and drive in this mess. There's all the severe weather out over the Gulf of Mexico. Good afternoon to the guys out in the rigs. I know you watch us. And then here's the line of showers moving through the Houston area right now. Now, we've had a few flashes of lightning, but in the last 15 minutes, we've only had 2 flashes of lightning in all of southeast Texas. So what that tells us is that the storms are not convective. There's not a whole lot of up and down motion in them. You need that to polarize the cloud and create that electrical charge and the lightning strikes. So we're just not seeing that. That also means you're very unlikely to see anything like tornadoes or downburst winds with that type of situation. And that's the other thing. There's no wind with this. There's a breeze as the line goes through, but we're not seeing any wind damage. It's all good news, again, unless you got to drive in it. Okay, so where is the line headed? It's in East Harris County now. It's moving east at about 20 to 25. So the heaviest rain now, Eastgate, Magnolia Gardens to Cloverleaf. There's the east side of the Beltway. Here's the east side of the 610 Loop. So Baytown, Mont Bellevue, Shore Acres, League City, it's all moving in your direction, and you can expect heavy rain for a good 15 to 20 minutes as it moves through, and expect to see street ponding as it goes through, but that should be the worst of it. Hobby Airport area, you're just getting lambasted right now. Pasadena's getting soaked, Brookside Village down to Sienna, so Pearland, Friendswood, down 288 south of the Beltway, you're getting some of the heaviest rain right now, but it's non-severe. So I've got this line of showers tracked, heading east at about 25, reaches League City by 332, reaches Lamarck by 410, Texas City by 417, and then further to the east, Beaumont 454 and Port Arthur by 528. Liberty, I see you there, reaches you here at about 316, so it's just knocking on the door of Liberty in Liberty County. How much rain have we had with this? So we've had a good 1, 2, up to 3 inches of rain, or maybe even a little more in some spots. Radar estimated rain totals, just as this line has moved through, almost 3 inches in Sugar Land, 2.5 inches down toward Richmond-Rosenberg, downtown Houston, 2.5 inches of rain, Aldine area, almost 2 inches of rain. And this came down very quickly in less than an hour. So those are rainfall rates that can overwhelm the primary drainage, your gutters on your street, and that's what we're seeing. You're seeing it pond up and puddle up on the road for a little bit, and then it goes down as the heavy rain lets up and the line moves on through. But, you know, Liberty, Mont Bellevue, Baytown, League City, Alvin, it's all moving in your direction, so you can expect to pick up rain totals like this, 1, 2, 3 inches, as this comes through during the next hour or two. And so if you can stay off the road, you might want to, because this can really snarl traffic if you get those low spots and you get that street ponding and nuisance street flooding. Hempstead had 1.5 inches of rain, Sealy 1.2, Brenham, Industry, you guys had more than 1 inch of rain as well. I see Wallace had almost 1 inch of rain to the west side. So here's the forecast. Rain heads east, and by 7 o'clock, and I put that at 7 o'clock because that's about the time the Astros get going, and maybe you've got a watch party or you got friends coming over, or you're going to go to somebody's house to watch the game. We still have a chance for rain. Even though the bulk of the bad weather is all to the east of us, there's still an upper level component to this whole situation, and that's going to take a little longer to move through. That's moving slower than the line of storm. So by 7 o'clock, future track suggests we're going to see scattered showers, and these may have some brief heavy downpours with them. It's not going to cause any flooding, but if you got to drive in it, it can be a little dangerous, especially as we head towards sunset tonight. We head into 10 o'clock. Still a decent chance for a scattered shower across a big part of southeast Texas. So rain chances don't completely come to an end as that line moves on through. We go into midnight tonight. Still some scattered showers. If the game goes late, there could be some rain on your way home. And let's go into Saturday. So here we are Saturday morning, 5:30 a.m. What are you doing? You might need a light jacket. We're going to dip down to the upper 50s and low 60s in the morning, Bush 61, Pearland 60, and maybe a little drizzle across our northern counties tomorrow morning. And we're cloudy, so cloudy, breezy, and cool to start your Saturday. We go into Saturday by 3 in the afternoon, and high temps only in the mid 60s, high temps maybe only in the upper 50s near Livingston. And it's not out of the question that you could see a little sprinkle shower in our northeast counties as that upper level low just takes its time moving through. So that's where we stand right now. Heavy rain now pushing to the east side of Harris County, into Chambers County, into Liberty County, toward Galveston County, northern Brazoria County. It's not severe, as in no tornadoes, no wind damage, nothing like that, but it is putting down some heavy rain. So if you can stay home for the next hour or two on the east side, do it. Things will improve as we head through the evening, but the rain doesn't quite completely go away as we just saw. Have a great weekend. We've got the Halloween forecast on the TV side. That's Monday. That's at 4, 5, and 6 on KHOU 11 News. We'll see you then for our next live update.